So, traders, on today's video, I want to teach you guys, or let me just say, I want to show you guys how you have to draw your support and your resistance, how to identify your support and your resistance, and how you can use your support and your resistance to your advantage as a trader. You guys get that? So, before I hit the video or before we hit the charts, all I ask of you guys, like the video, share the video, click that subscribe button, comment on the video, click the link on my bio to sign up with the broker that I use and broker that I highly recommend. Or if you want to be part of our COT Academy team, you can still do that by just hitting our number down there. Call us, email us, or even WhatsApp us and let us know which service do you want COT Academy assist you with, and let us do the rest from there. But without further ado, guys, let me show you guys all these three gems, and let me make sure that I leave you guys with valuable information and valuable knowledge so you can not only capitalize now, but for the coming years, right? So today we're going to be using gold, right? And one thing I want you to show you guys on, we're not using real-time data. We're only using past data to just make you guys understand that from what happened in the past might somehow happen on our current price, on our present moments. Do you guys get that? And another thing before we hit the charts, make sure, let me make you guys understand one thing. Price doesn't have to be picture perfect in order for you to understand or to mark out or to key or to mark out or to spot out your zone, your support, and your resistance. You just have to see multiple reactions from that very same zone, whether you're high or you're low, and indicate whether is it eligible to be called your support or your resistance. But let me show you guys what I'm talking about. So when we hit the charts, using current price, using just data, not current price, right? You can tell that okay, gold had this fresh push to the upside, created a high, and again created a high, and again created a third high, and we had a push to the downside, creating the slow, a push again to the upside, creating a high, and a push creating lows, and a push again, which stayed above our highs, right? In a push that violated our what, our all-time highs, right? And a push creating new lows, a push creating highs, and a push creating lows, a push creating highs, and a push down creating lows, right? And again a push up and a push down creating lows, a push up and a push down creating lows, and a what, a push up creating a high, and a push down creating a low, a push up creating an all-time high, and a push down creating the slow, a push up creating those highs, and a push down creating lows, and it continues. You guys get that? So once you now see something like this, you can clearly understand that from this three highs, before we look at the whole picture, right, focusing on what we're currently looking at, you can tell that price had multiple reactions on those very same highs that ended up giving us an indication of a possible resistance. Not saying it is a resistance, a possible resistance, right? And now looking to the downside, you can tell that price created this low, right? And again, had a reaction, and a reaction, and a reaction, and a reaction before I even level out a horizontal ray, right? You can clearly see that. So when I now do this, you guys can now see the picture that obviously price is doing what price is having reactions to the upside, price is having a reaction on our highs, and price is having a reaction on our lows, right? So if I can now remove this drawing, you can clearly see the picture that okay, now we have spotted out our zones and we have drawn our zone. Do you guys get that? So breaking it down, you can tell the price at this first high, and price at a second high, price at a third high, and we had what? Price creating this low, right? And we had a violation of this racing low in the anticipating new lows, but unfortunately price still did what? Price still managed to break above and creating what? Price still managed to break above and created this high. Do you guys get that? And once price had a reaction on our zone, you can tell that price pushed to the upside, had some type of reaction on our zone, but the bulls were way stronger than the bears, and price did what? Price created an all-time high, right? Again, we had a push to the downside and a push to the upside, and a stronger push to the downside, having a reaction, a reaction, a reaction, and a reaction on our zone. And what happened from there? Price led into this, creating another all-time high. So from this all-time high, price started staying above our zone when you can clearly see that. Do you guys get that? So now that you get the picture that, okay, Harlem has spotted out your zones and Harlem has drawn out your zones, we now have a clean support and resistance. Now the fun part or the tricky part comes down to how can you capitalize on the zones, right? So starting on our highs, starting on those very same highs, you can clearly see that we had three reactions on those very same highs, a clear indication that price was failing to break past, price was failing to break above our what, our highs, right? So with that being said, you can tell price had a push to the downside. So based on how we approach the markets on the COT Academy team, right? Or let me just say, based on price action in general or using candlesticks and zones, you guys understand that every time price is in a certain zone, you have to wait for at least two candlesticks to confirm to you what is going to happen from there, right? So from the first high and the second high, looking at the third high, you can tell we had a bear candlestick and again another bear candlestick, indicating that from this rejection candlestick and this bear candle open and this bear candle close below our zone, this third candlestick was going to be our entry candlestick, anticipating what this move to the downside, right? So another thing on our upside, you can tell that from price creating this high, this lows, we had this rejection candlestick which had a bear open in a bullish close, right? This very same candlestick. And after that, you can tell that price gave us a momentum candlestick, but here there wasn't gonna be an entry because we didn't get clearer confirmation. So let me just say the coming candlestick from the momentum candlestick didn't break past or didn't break above that momentum candlestick, anticipating moves to the upside. And what happened from there, price continued with a push to the downside. So once you had this breakout and this break above and this retest above right here, you can now understand that, okay, here price had multiple reactions, right? We created this intraday high, we printed out this intraday high, right? And from price printing out this intraday high, you can tell that price gave us a break above. So with that being said, price had multiple reactions on our support and price broke above our intraday highs, anticipating that this candlestick was going to be our entry candlestick, anticipating moves to the upside. Do you guys get that? So another thing, we had a reaction right here. So this reaction wasn't pure like cocaine in the 80s because for one, price didn't trade really touch our zone to see what might happen. And another thing, price clearly continued pushing to the upside. So with this push to the upside, there wasn't no capitalization from here. But the capitalization could have been where once price had this breakout and break back below. So with this break back below, this candlestick was going to be our confirmation entry candlestick. But once we had this bear engulfing candlestick closing below and the coming candlestick violating the current candlestick, in some terms we're having a break above, we're having a break below that current candlestick, that confirmation candlestick, with the current candlestick violating that confirmation candlestick, anticipating a move to the downside. Now you can clearly see that we had three setups that we could have capitalized on. You guys get that? So with price continuing having a push to the upside, to the downside, you can tell that, okay, price had a breakout again and a break above and a retest above, same as here. Price is a breakout, break above, retest above, with price creating this intraday high. So obviously from price creating this intraday high, you can tell that the coming candlestick gave us a break above that intraday high. So with a break above this intraday high, all we need to wait for is for the current candle to trade above our intraday candlestick and anticipate a move to the upside. But here, price wasn't strong enough. So coming here, you can tell that we had a bear engulfing candlestick and the coming candlestick a bullish candlestick closing above our zone, and the two coming candlesticks stayed above that very same zone until we had a momentum candlestick, which was eligible to be our confirmation entry once this current candlestick had a trade above. Once that candlestick had a trade above that intraday candlestick, anticipating possible moves to the upside, right? And when you look at it, price had a push and a retest below until we had a confirmation of a further push to the upside. Do you guys get that? So the other one, it was here. So this one could have been way trickier But once you understand your zones and your candlesticks, nothing will stop you, or you will never be unstoppable, right? So this one could have been trickier because price gave us a break below. And once we had a break below, we had price creating some type of range until we had price giving us a break above. So from price having a breakout and a retest and a range below and a break above that very same zone, this candlestick, the close of this candlestick, was our confirmation to trade those very same setup. But the confirmation candlestick was the confirmation candlestick was confirming to us that we might be ready to trade, but our entry candlestick will be this engulfing candlestick once we have a trade above our current candlestick, which confirmed to us that we're good to go. And once you see it, price had a push and price created what some type of price, right? So guys, this video, I don't want to make it long. That's why I'm breaking down all the important information. But if you guys want a long video, like your 20-minute, your 15, your 20-minute, your 30-minute, and your 45-minute, breaking down, really breaking this down, then I will do that. Then I will do so. But I want to make it as a word, as a educational video, meaning I want to make it live as I teach and show other mentees how I do it and how they have to do it and how they are destined to do it in order for them to win. Do you guys get that? This is just a snippet. This is just a snippet of what I have in store for you guys. If you want more from the video that I just shared, please comment down below saying you want more than 5 comments. I will upload a video or a full breakdown video on how you can capitalize or how you are destined to capitalize. Do you guys get that? But without further ado, that's the video I wanted to share with you guys: how to trade, how to spot your support, how to draw your support, and how you can capitalize on your support and your resistance. Do you guys get that? But without further ado, that's your boy Harlem, King COT, and I'm gonna catch you guys on the next one.